So a weight loss plateau is represented by a weight stall of 1 month or longer. And usually these are incurred by an increase in energy intake. So your energy intake level matches your energy output level. If you want to lose weight, we know that you need to exert more energy than you are intaking or burn more calories than you're consuming. And weight loss plateaus can happen from other ways, but almost every time this happens, it's because someone is eating as much as they're burning off, so they're just in a standstill. Weight loss plateaus are a common, consistent thing in working out. They will happen so many times, and it's not a reason to quit. It's a reason to evaluate, monitor, adjust, and figure out what's not working. And more often than not, the main way to fix these is to fix your dietary adherence long term. So this chart is a good visual representation of what a weight loss plateau actually looks like. So as you start working out, you're gonna see really big results really quickly. Basically, if you've never worked out before in your life and you start, your body's gonna adapt to what's happening and it's gonna see results really quickly, which is great for you. But the healthier you get, the less results you can see because there's less bad body composition to get rid of. And that should be a good thing. So as you start off, you maybe lose 5 pounds and then 3 pounds and then 2 pounds. And slowly but surely, it takes longer and longer and longer to lose the weight. Basically, if you're going through a weight loss plateau, there are 2 big things you need to do. Reestablish an energy deficit and increase energy expenditure. So you do this by reducing your portion size, getting a consistent eating frequency, and improving upon your food choices. Those are the 3 ways that you can reestablish an energy deficit. Increase your exercise volume and your recreational physical activity. So basically you want to improve how much you're exercising and actually sweating. And then also the leisure time that people don't really think counts also counts. The walking, the going up steps, not taking the elevator, either or both. Just improve your energy expenditure. So yeah, the 2 ways to fix this are to eat less and exercise more. If you're curious about more tips that you can use to overcome your own weight loss plateau, I would definitely ask your friends and family who you know who have been exercising or who you think may have gone through a similar thing. Odds are they have. I would assume any person you ask who exercises, if you say, hey, have you ever gone through a big weight loss stall? They will say yes, and in which case you can ask them what they did to overcome it, because everybody's different and they may have tips or tricks that I didn't mention that worked better for them. Yeah, I know it sucks, I know it's discouraging. I've gone through weight loss plateaus so many times, and it really does take a mental toll on you when you're putting in all that work and you know you're working really hard but you just aren't seeing the results. So what I would say to you is, first and foremost, make sure that the number on the scale is not defining your health and your happiness, because that number is so irrelevant. Any number really shouldn't be like the end-all factor of whether or not you think you're being healthy. So body weight, body fat, how much you bench, how much you run, none of those numbers, if they stall or in general, should determine whether or not you think you're succeeding in the gym. Making sure it doesn't get to you, finding new, innovative ways to work out and eat so that you can combat these slowing results. And just not giving up and making sure that you actually are keeping your motivation, keeping that drive of why you want to do this alive and well. All of those, if you can do all of those, I guarantee you that this will be erased and you will go through that weight loss plateau much faster than you ever thought you could. If you're contributing and committing to healthy lifestyle habits, like eating well and exercising well, then you're the success. Like, that's it. The number will change so frequently. The number is not what you care about. If you are committing to these long, healthy habits, then you won. That's the success right there. And eventually the numbers will follow. I want you guys to remember that this is a natural part of the journey, and every person who's ever worked out has gone through this. Your motivation can get lower. It can definitely be influenced by something like this, but make sure that this doesn't discourage you entirely and make you give up, because that's the saddest, worst part about it, is when you let the numbers kind of dictate how you're feeling about yourself, and that's what we don't want to see. This will happen. How you respond to it is up to you. Okay, so dietary adherence lapses, as I just mentioned, can arise from 3 factors. your physiological, psychological, or environmental factors. So the physiological factors influencing this, basically some people's bodies can't determine whether or not they're hungry as appropriately. Some people have influenced hormones. Ghrelin and leptin are the hormones that determine satiety or fullness. If you are overweight or you have been overweight and then you lost a lot of weight, physiologically your body is also going to not be able to determine if you're full as well as someone who was skinny their whole life was. So physiologically you need to know your own body and determine why that is. If you were very heavy and you lost a lot of weight, then your satiety levels won't be full by the same number of calories for someone who just weighs less in general. Like, your body definitely influences this. Psychological barriers that influence this are situational barriers, poor meal planning, snacking, and or stress eating. So anything psychologically, any of those might impact your dietary adherence and might throw you into a weight loss plateau if enough of these pile up. And then environmental factors are the cost of food, family, eating with friends, situations at work, portion sizes at restaurants, and various social and cultural contexts. So any of these three major categories can influence your diet and might make it a lot harder for you to adhere to a diet, which could potentially throw you into a weight loss plateau. You need to address these three components of your life and make sure that they're all aiding you and there's nothing hindering you in any of these areas. It's important, most of all, to remember why you're doing this in the first place. What goals you have are important, but more so you want to think about why you actually want to achieve those goals. So if you want to lose weight, why do you want to lose weight? I want to live longer. Okay. If you want to build muscle, why? I want to be more attractive. Okay. I want to jump higher, why? I want to be the best basketball player in the league. Like anything like that, figure out why you're actually doing what you want to do, and that'll make it so much more prevalent in your own head when you're working out of, okay, I'm going to be motivated right now because of this. Like, the goals itself mean nothing without the intent behind it. And for me, the motivating factor for the past almost year has been you guys. I became a personal trainer in January, so I've been training clients for a while, and as soon as I got my first client, the next workout I had was, okay, I need to work out really hard right now, because how am I going to motivate somebody else if I can't motivate myself right now, you know? Like, I need to look and feel the best I can so that I can be that motivating presence in other people's lives. And since I've done that, it's been a lot easier for me to stay motivated. So that's my motivating factor right now, is all of you. I encourage you guys to figure that out for yourselves. What motivates you to work out and to get healthy? And write it down 100 times, put it over your bed, whatever helps you stay motivated with that. Just identify that for yourself and make it a present factor in your working out, in your motivation. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one.